a little while back when I was talking about the entire limited edition Resident Evil 6, you know, Leon Kennedy leather jacket debacle, and everybody was just like, that is entirely too much money for a fucking leather coat. And I said, you know, instead of a stupid little fucking limited edition, why have that? Why don't you have one that has, I don't know, all the games in it? I would buy something like that. That'd be fucking fantastic. And I went and ran off everything. Well, it's as if Capcom was just like, okay, we'll do that. And it's just like, really? The only thing is there is no Resident Evil 1.5, but at this point I'm not going to complain because we're getting Resident Evil Anthology for PlayStation 3 and Resident Evil Archives on Xbox 360. Now, both versions are going to be packed to the brim with Resident Evil goodness. So we'll start with the PlayStation 3 version. As many of us know, you know, Resident Evil went and started its awesome fucking career on the 32-bit platform on things like PlayStation, Sega Saturn, and on PC. So it was very kick-ass, but here's the thing. They went and decided, hell, why just go and stick with, you know, just having Resident Evil 6? Why don't we have, oh, I don't know, Resident Evil 1 Director's Cut? And why don't we go and throw Resident Evil 2 on there? And Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. And Resident Evil 4. Let's go and throw that on there. The HD version, obviously. So, there you go. Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like the motherfucking Count from Sesame Street. We're like, 1 Resident Evil, 2 Resident, 3 Resident Evil, 4 Resident Evil. That's too much fucking Resident Evil for your mind to be able to handle. But no, in general, that's a lot of Resident Evil, and that makes me really fucking happy. Now, the only thing that I'm starting to call into question is two things right now, which we haven't gotten any confirmation of, but once we do, I'll be quite happy in knowing that. But will there be trophy support for all of those Resident Evil games when you're going through them? And are they going to be on the disc itself, or are we just getting little codes? The only way that you could fuck this up genuinely, and I mean this 100%, great idea. Obviously, it's a fucking great idea. It's something that fans would be very happy to go and have a whole bunch of. But here's the thing. Going and giving us a code, like, here you go, you can download it. It's just like, I don't want this fucking voucher. I don't want this little piece of fucking paper. Go and take this and fucking roll it up and smoke a big fucking fatty. That's what I would rather do with it. Okay? I would much rather have all the games on the disc, you know, because that's what we really want. It's a fucking Blu-ray. You know how much that bullshit you could fit on there? Tons. Tons, tons, tons. And I don't want to hear any shit. Resident Evil 6 is going to take up the entire... Shut the fuck up. It's going to take up an entire Blu-ray. You're on fucking crack, PCP, fucking heroin, everything. Okay, you're snorting, shooting, fucking smoking, all of it at the same time. I don't know how the hell you're doing that, but you're an extremely talented individual, but you were going to OD eventually, so sorry fucking Nara. Anyhow, here's the thing. A voucher? A code? Well, fuck all this up, okay? It's like, great idea here, look at this great idea, do you see this great idea? I don't have to be a motherfucking car salesman to be able to tell you, this is a great deal. Seriously, the price is right on this as well, because it's just like, okay, all this stuff right here, I mean, back in the day, you know, all those games were going for $50 a piece, Resident Evil 6 will be going for $60, but this collection right here, 90 bucks. Okay, so $90 for everything there. Now, granted, somebody could say, well, you can go on the PSN and get Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3, and that's absolutely understandable. But here's the thing. If they go and have all the stuff packed in on one disc, with Resident Evil 4, the HD version of it, which they don't have on a disc, unfortunately, only in Japan, haha, still wondering why the fuck they did that, but anyhow, if they're packing onto a disc, huzzah! That makes me very happy. See this thumbs up? That means approval! Approval rating up in the fucking air. But if it's a voucher, it's motherfucking turned on its head. Look at this. Unhappy. What's that sad face? No, rage face. So, yeah. This has to be on a fucking disc. Now, here's the thing. It's not just on PlayStation 3. Let me go and scoot to the side. Vanish. Gone? Thank you. Okay. Wow. There we are. Alright, you can see my shadow behind me. Shadow puppet. Ooh, 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 ooh. Here. Anyhow, so there's also going to be the Resident Evil Archives, which is going to show up on Xbox 360. But what is that going to have since the PlayStation 3 version has all the old school Resident Evils? Well, it's going to have Resident Evil 4 HD version, which I just got done going over, is on a PS3 version. So no matter what version you're going to get, you are going to get Resident Evil 4. But in addition to that, you are going to get Resident Evil 5, the Gold Edition, which is pretty cool to think about that you're getting an entire, you know, current gen Resident Evil in the best version of it packed on there. So that, hell yeah, very good. But in addition to that, you're getting Resident Evil Code Veronica, the HD version. So that's another more modern version of Resident Evil. Makes me very happy. Again, that's something else that they didn't go and pack onto a disc whatsoever, though they did in Japan. And it's just like, how do you do that? I was seriously hoping that they were going to make that. But beyond that, they are also including Resident Evil Degeneration on DVD, which if you have not seen Resident Evil Degeneration, whether you love or hate the Resident Evil movies, because there's many fans who are just like, oh, they could kind of make me cringe, and there's some people who are like, oh, they're not bad. Regardless of your opinion, Resident Evil Degeneration is the shit. It is fucking badassery. It's essentially all CG Resident Evil, really good stuff. I like it a lot because it's more akin to the games. You know, it actually has Leon Kennedy in it. It actually has Claire Redfield. It doesn't have people who are poorly portraying them and doing them absolute injustice. But regardless, that's what you're getting on there. That makes me pretty damn happy. So you're getting all the modernized Resident Evils packed on there. I would like to have seen something like Dead Aim thrown on to there, maybe Dead Aim 2, since that never actually hit here in the States. But regardless, I'm not going to complain because it's still a very nice package deal. So Xbox 360 owners are getting some really nice stuff. So everybody's getting lots of Resident Evil love. Shoot, go on now. So, here's the thing. Very fucking happy about this. I mean, I seriously couldn't fucking believe that they decided, yeah, let's take that idea and run with it, because it's something that's like, I was just saying that, and that's one of those things, like, it's bewildering whenever you're thinking to yourself, you're like, I was just talking about that. Now it's happening. What a fucking revelation. Thank you. But seriously, the only way that they can go and fuck it up is if they decide, yeah, vouchers, coupons, here you go. You can go and download this stuff. It'll be really nice until, you know, you can't actually go on the systems and go online and download anything. Then your little coupons and vouchers are worth fucking nothing. Like I said, roll it up, smoke it. That's all they're fucking worth after a while, because they will expire and those servers won't be available in the fucking futures. And you're shit out of luck. And for Xbox 360, I know that I said they could pack everything on a Blu-ray and Xbox 360. Obviously, it would be a lot harder to go and do that. You know what they can do? Multiple fucking discs! So, both versions will be $90, suggested retail price. I don't know how much that's going to be converted over in the PAL regions and whatnot, so if anybody wants to go and figure out that math, go for it! But, how do you feel about this? Are you actually excited about this? Whether you were excited about Resident Evil 6, this could entice most people that are fans of the franchises in general. And if you're an owner of both systems, then who knows, maybe you want to go and plunk down $180 and get both fucking versions. Like, I don't even give a fuck about money. Look, it's just flying everywhere. Take it all. I have 2 versions of Resident Evil 4. Oh, fucking, there you go, my fucking money. But now, how do you feel about this? I mean, if you were already excited about Resident Evil 6, how do you feel about this kind of a limited edition? This is something I want to see more companies actually do legitimately. You know, Capcom, they do tons, never fucking ending amounts of stupid bullshit. But this, I have to admit, is actually a very good idea. So, you know, poor music is going. But, yeah, in general, this does make me very happy to hear. How do you feel about it? Is this something that you'd actually be interested in getting? And if you were going to pick a version, assuming that you have both consoles, which version would you get? Would you get the PS3 version with all the old school Resident Evils? Or would you rather go and plunk down the cash and get the Xbox 360 version, which has some of the more modernized Resident Evils? Which do you think is the better deal? Regardless, you can go and comment down below in the comment box. And if you hate this very idea and you think that the Resident Evil franchise should just go and fuck itself right off a cliff into a big fiery pit and just burn forever until, well, it's gone, I guess. So if that's how you feel, that's absolutely fine. You can go and comment that too. And like, AlphaOmegaSin, I just want to say Resident Evil, it can go fuck itself, seriously, off a cliff and catch on fire. That'd be fantastic. I'm going to hope that it drinks an entire gallon of kerosene. There we go, yeah. comment. There we go! But, you know, if you do like the idea, like I said before, not reiterating myself. So anyhow, you already know my feelings on this. I am quite pleased. Smiles! But yes, I'm going to go and talk about this because people had sent me the links to the stuff. It's like, fuck yeah! I'm all about this. So anyhow, this is AlphaOmegaSin. Nerds, nerdettes, and gamers, game the fuck on. Oh, and Capcom, if you are actually ever listening, if anybody at Capcom is ever just like, we're gonna tune into this motherfucker's videos, Resident Evil 1.5. That's all I ask of you. That's all many fans ask of you. You're just sitting on the game. Why not fucking profit from it? Just put it out there in any kind of form, in any way. I assure you 100 million billion% people at the very least will be interested in trying out an unreleased Resident Evil game. And especially one that looked that fucking epic. Seriously, release it. You know why? Because we'd love it. It'd make us happy. It'd be like, oh, I see that you're pitching a tent. You might want to calm your boner a little. Just gotta calm your boner. You see that? You gotta calm it. You see, this is where you're at with your boner city. You need to go and there. See, that's what you gotta do. You gotta do that right there. Because we can have you up here. We need you down here. Not here. And down here. Yeah. This is me doing an interpretation of an erect penis and a flaccid penis. And that's also me going and comparing that to your mood. See? Yeah, and you understand that now? Do you get the joke? Since I explained it, not funny now? Well, fuck you. I don't give a fuck, motherfucker. But no, seriously, Resident Evil 1.5. Every time I've seen fucking footage of it, it's just like, that game looks amazing. And everybody I've ever talked to that I've shown it to was just like, that shit looks amazing. Unless they never played the old Resident Evil's name and be like, what the fuck is this? They don't even have individual fingers. It's mittens! They have mittens! This is their hands. It's just a mitten. They're just like, you there, come over here. This is how I go and gesture about everything. Lots of hand gestures going on right here. This might seem like I'm in a fucking old school 70s karate movie. But yeah, Resident Evil 1.5. Make it happen. Make it happen, Cap'n! But yeah, seriously, I'd love that. If you make that happen in any way, I will buy it. Love, AlphaOmegaSin. P.S. Stop fucking up. Just saying. I'll take a hatchet to your head.